Hello, and welcome to another video of the FI Investors YouTube channel. If you are brand new to the channel, please click the subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed yet, check it out because we put out content so that we can help you achieve financial freedom, financial independence by building cash flow through real estate. So today we're going to be covering what are the key things that you need to do to take into account as you are investing into 2025. Maybe you are buying your first property, or maybe you're trying to go into a new market, let's say, or you're looking to scale. What are you looking to do into 2025 in this real estate market as we go and we transition from 2024 into 2025? These are the key things that we're going to be covering today. So let's get started. So how do you scale your real estate portfolio between $5,000 to $10,000 a month? Well, today we're going to be covering 3 simple steps so that you can do it as we go into 2025. So as we go into 2025, how do you scale your portfolio from maybe $1,000 to 5 and even 10? So here are the 3 simple steps that you need to do to make sure that you get to scale your portfolio. Number 1 is making sure that you have the deal flow necessary to be able to take action and be able to buy those deals. You should have 1 to 2 deals minimum coming into your mailbox every single day. The reason why you want to do this is because you want to make sure that you're analyzing deals every single day to be able to make sure that they match your strategy, that they match your buy box, and that you're able to pull the trigger correctly. So how do you do this? How do you get to having 1, 2, or more deals coming into your inbox every single day? Here's what I would recommend. You have to make sure that every week you're having conversations with realtors and wholesalers. My main thing would be having 5 conversations minimum a week with new potential realtors or wholesalers that can bring you deals, especially on the wholesaling part, since those people will be able to bring deals that are looking to close fairly quickly. So on the realtor side, you want to make sure that you are analyzing your buy box, that you have your buy box, and you tell them, set me up on a search for homes or for properties, whether they're single family or multifamily, with that particular criteria. It sets you up on searches on the MLS, but you also want to make sure that that investor-friendly realtor that you're working with sends you potential off-market deals or deals that are pre-listing. Before they go on the market, you want to make sure that you're getting access to them. Maybe they're doing open houses before they go into the market, or you want to make sure maybe they have some pocket listings, maybe listings that it's only for their clients or for their clientele, but maybe they don't want to hit the market. There are many circumstances where that can be the case. So you want to make sure that you're working with those types of investors that are not just going to set you up on an automatic search, but that can bring you deals as well, because those realtors are the ones that are having conversations maybe with developers, maybe with other builders, with other investors that are looking to sell their home. And here's the key thing. You want to stay on top of mind of those realtors and those wholesalers, which is why it's very important that every single week you pick up the phone and you just let them know that you're ready to buy. You want to make sure that you're asking them, hey, what's on the market? Do you have any new listings on the wholesaling side? You want to ask them, do you have any new properties that fit this buy box? Any new properties on this particular zip code? If once you've analyzed your market and you know what type of strategy, you want to make sure that your buy box, but you have to be proactive. So first you ask them, let's say it's a wholesaler, you ask them to add you to their mailing list, but also you want to make sure that you're talking to them on the phone, building that relationship so that they stay top of mind. I remember talking to my brother because he's a wholesaler in Jacksonville, and he would tell me that there are several investors that he calls before he sends out that blast email regarding a property. So you want to make sure you ask them, hey, before you send out a mass email, what do I need to do so that you can send those listings to me, so that you can send that potential deal to me. Once you do that, you will be able to be in a position where you can analyze minimum 1 to 2 deals every day hitting your inbox, because that is very, very important. Once you build those deals coming into your inbox, once you build that momentum, then it's going to be a lot easier for you to know when a good deal is a good deal and when a bad deal is not a good deal. So that's key thing, building those relationships so that you can get 1 to 2 deals every single day in your inbox. Number 2, you want to make sure that you can analyze a deal in less than 7 minutes, because you want to make sure that you, number 1, once you get a deal, you want to know, well, what's the sales price, what will be the ARV if you need to make any updates to the property, but also what will be the rent price. So if you're keeping this property as a rental, you want to see, okay, how much money can I buy it for? Number 1, what can it be rent out for once it's in rental condition? How much money maybe you need to put into the deal? And also, what are the financing costs? You want to take everything into consideration. So the condition of the property is going to be important. And then also the timing as of how soon can you close, but also how soon you can get a renter into that property. So in about 7 minutes, you should be able to know and analyze how much money this property you can buy it for, how much money can it rent out for, and also how much money you need to put into it to get that rental price. Very important that you take into consideration vacancy, property management fees, any kinds of fees that make sense for that particular deal, but also understanding, even if it's a rental right now, and you need to maybe you need to raise the rent, you need to understand what is it being rented right now and what are the market rents. A good application for that can be Rentometer, so that you can see what, based on that criteria, maybe it's a 3-bedroom 2-bath or 2-bedroom 1-bath, Rentometer will give you the right insights on what the average rents can be for particular properties in a particular area. So that is number 2. You want to make sure that you can analyze deals quickly, but you do this by practicing every single day by number 1, which is the 1 to 2 deals every single day. And then number 3 is the systems that you're putting together so that you can make things easier and more repeatable, so that you don't have to spend as much time in figuring out what happens next. These systems can be making sure that you're analyzing deals, like where do you store them? Do you use the same application? Do you use the same calculators? How do you save it? You want to make sure that you have everything so that you can always go back to that. Number 2, the systems will come in also on how your communication is with the management company, or if you're self-managing. It's very important to know that if you're self-managing a property, you can use applications like a Bail or Turbo Tenant, so that you can use those systems as a way so that the tenants can pay you, and also they can submit any request that they need for that property. But the key thing here is the systems. It is better to have deals, to have your properties managed by a property manager as you're looking to scale, so that you can get focus in what's more important, which is looking at deals and being able to fund the deals and buy those deals so that you can continue to grow your portfolio. So having those right property management in place is key. And one of the last systems that is really important is your bookkeeping, your accounting, and all of that stuff. You want to make sure that between the property manager and your bookkeeper, that you're keeping track of all of your accounts, because it is key to know how much money is coming in, how much money is coming out for each property. It is very easy sometimes for us to see, hey, this property should be bringing in $300 a month, let's say. But when you really look at the nitty-gritty, because of certain fees here or there, or expenses that maybe you didn't take into consideration and you didn't go back and calculate those in, now you have less cash flow. which is okay, but you want to make sure that you are analyzing the deals the right way and having those systems in place, because those systems are going to give you the check-ins on how the property is doing. The other one that I want to make sure that you have, the other system that's very important, is making sure that you have a database, a CRM that you're using. There are some free ones that basically have a CRM that you know what are, again, with the right teams, your investor friendly realtors, your wholesalers, but also what is your full team that you can stay in touch with, because that CRM, it can also be as you're connecting with other investors. Let's say you meet an investor that may have deals in the future. Maybe they're trying to sell them, maybe they're trying to partner up. So in your CRM, you should have agents, wholesalers, and also real estate investors that you're networking monthly in your particular city or in your market. Now, if you're investing out of state, you can also connect with other investors by joining Facebook groups. So by joining those Facebook groups in those particular areas, let's say I'm in Austin, Texas, but let's say I want to invest in Chicago. So I would go and say on Facebook, go Chicago real estate investors, Chicago, and just search different Facebook groups so that you can connect with investors there. You can put up your buy box, other wholesalers are going to reach out too. So having those systems as a CRM is very important so that you can stay in touch, again, with your investor friendly realtors, with your wholesalers, and your fellow investors. Because sometimes it's very important to know that sometimes not all investors can buy the current deal that they got sent. So if you're telling them, hey, if for whatever reason you see a deal and you can't fund it, maybe you're in a position right now at that stage to fund that deal, let me know so that I can take a look at it as well, or maybe you can partner up with that person. But having those levels of communication is key, and that comes by staying top of mind. So in this video, we covered 3 simple steps that you need to do to invest wisely in 2025. Number 1 is putting yourself in a position to analyze 1 to 2 deals a day. Number 3 is making sure that you have a deal analysis system and calculators. So if you're looking for some calculators, let me know in the comments below, and we will send you the calculators from defyinvestors.com. If you just want to download those calculators, you can go to defyinvestors.com, hit downloads calculators, and you'll be able to see those calculators so that you can analyze deals in 4 different ways. You can analyze deals long-term, short-term rental, mid-term rental, and co-living. This way, you're in a position to maximize the cash flow of a property. And number 3, last one, is all about the systems that you need so that you don't have to spend so much time every single time that you buy a property. You scale, you get economies of scale, you put on those systems, and it makes it much easier. A great book, as we wrap up here, for systems and everything, read the book The E-Myth by Michael Gerber. Will give you the insight and the mindset you need to put in systems in place so that things become easier every single time that you buy a property. And if you have any questions or you want accountability on helping you get deals in 2025, you can check out defyinvestors.com, book a call with me and my team, or you can hit me up on Instagram at RealDiegoCorzo. Send me a message and we'll jump on a call. Take care. See you next time. And if you found this valuable, share it with a fellow real estate investor so that we can help them achieve their vision, their goals on creating passive income as well as yourself. Take care.